Hi guys, in this tutorial we will discuss the patrolling behavior of this AI agent, which is a part of a set of non-combat behaviors. To set up the patrolling behavior for this agent, let's select him, go into the core AI behavior script, and from the default behaviors we'll have to choose the patrol option. And it enabled the patrolling script for us. And let's close core AI behavior script, open the patrolling script. So what the script does, it allows us to set up and configure patrolling route of AI agent to be very strict or very loose in different ways of going through the patrol points, which can result in a very predictable path to be easily avoided or ambushed by player, or highly unpredictable patrolling route where the only constant would be the positions of those patrol points, but how AI agent will choose which one of them to go to, how close to get to, how long to stay at them, can be randomized. And let's go through the fields now. First two fields, core AI behavior script and the patrol points finder script, were automatically put in those fields in the first tutorial when we were setting up this agent using the editor wizards to automatically construct the hierarchy of necessary child game objects, add scripts to them, and populate all the reference fields. Next field is a patrol pattern. It has two choices, with the random just being random, and with the closest patrol points option he'll start from choosing the closest point and then another closest point to that, and so on. Next, two min and max time between patrol points fields, specifying for how long the AI agent is allowed to walk towards next patrol point before switching to another one. Let's change it to 4 and 6. Next two fields are min and max radius to find patrol points. Those two fields are setting the min and max limits of the random radius to be created, within which to dynamically detect and use any of the existing patrol points as they keep getting within that radius during this patrolling behavior. And this is done with the help of another script attached to a child game object of this AI agent, patrol points finder, which has a rigid body, sphere collider, find patrol point script, and that radius will be adjusted according to the random value between min and max values that we set up in those fields. So if that radius would be set, let's say, to something in between, something like 75, that would mean that this radius will be set to 75 meters in diameter at the beginning of that patrolling behavior, and will stay at 75 meters for the entire duration of this patrolling behavior. Next are min and max time at patrol point, and let's set the min time to be 3 seconds. This sets the duration for how long agent will stay at any given patrol point once he reaches it before moving out to the next one. We'll keep reverse patrolling order checkbox checked for AI agent to reverse his patrolling route once he will reach the last patrol point. For example, if there are 3 patrol points, 1, 2, and 3, with first patrol point being the closest one to him, second being like second closest, and the third patrol point being the most farthest one. Then he'll start with first patrol point to second patrol point, then to the third patrol point. And once he will reach the third patrol point, he goes back to second, and then back to the first, then again back to second and third, and so on, in a ping-pong kind of fashion. And this will go on until he will switch to alerted state, whether it is combat or some kind of investigation. We'll keep patrolling animation speed and min and max stopping distance as they are, and those stopping distance fields define at which remaining distance to the next patrol point AI agent will consider it as reached and will stop, in case you have more than one agent doing patrolling, so they wouldn't bunch up on the exact position of that point. And let's create the patrol points for this agent. Let's create a cube and place it somewhere near the agent. Let's call it patrol point and place it somewhere above the ground. Now, important thing here to keep in mind is that separation of the transform of a patrol point from the nav mesh should be at all times less than the value inside the min stopping distance field. Because if we put it up more than that value is, which is 1 meter now, then the agent will not be able to register the event of reaching that patrol point and it will cause the logical bug where AI agent wouldn't be able to reach that point although being near to it, but due to that separation exceeding the possible threshold of that AI agent stopping distance, he would go on walking in place near that point, not being able to go to next one. So keep that in mind. So this one is patrol point 1, duplicate it, rename it to 2, and let's position it somewhere like here will do. Another one will be patrol point 3. Let's place it to the right and a bit closer. The mesh render on those patrol points can be disabled, but we'll keep it for the sake of this demonstration. Next thing is we need to assign a patrol point tag to all 3 of those patrol points. And in case you don't have that tag, you create it like that here and give it a name, patrol point, because this whole behavior will be depending on this tag. Let's reselect the soldier. We prepared the scene for a little demonstration of the first setup for that patrolling. Let's lock the inspector and we'll push play. You can see that the agent went to the closest patrol point, which happened to be patrol point 1, stayed there somewhere between 3 and 5 seconds and went to another closest patrol point, which happened to be patrol point 3 in this case. Stayed there between 3 and 5 seconds and went to the patrol point 2, which in his patrolling cycle was the last one. And as soon as he reached the last patrol point, he reversed his patrolling order and went back through the patrol point 3 towards patrol point 1, and he will keep reversing it for the entirety of patrolling behavior. Let's exit the play mode. And now let's try and select random patrol points option, which will make patrolling behavior highly unpredictable, where agent randomly selects next patrol point. It can even be the same patrol point he's at right now. And reverse patrolling order checkbox will not take any effect, because there will be no order to reverse, as AI agent will pick the new patrol point to go to when he reaches the current patrol point, and thus there will be no patrolling cycle to reverse. Although it may appear that it does the job sometimes, like we can see right now, just because of the random nature of this option. But there is still no way for us to reliably predict his next patrol point. Let's exit the play mode, and here let's go and change patrol pattern back to closest patrol points, and this time let's uncheck reverse patrolling order checkbox and push play button. We can see that he goes to the first closest point, then to the second closest point, which is point 3, now to point 2, which was the farthest one. And instead of going back the way he came in a reverse manner, he goes straight to the first patrol point, thus looping through all the patrol points so that each new patrolling cycle will be executed in the exact same order as the previous ones. So that's it for the patrolling, and see you in the next one.